Hey everybody, my name is Alexander, also known as the Hazax, and welcome back to Patapon 2. So between the last episode and this one, I actually did a lot of grinding, which meant I did all these things quite a bit, and got a lot of stuff done. So basically, a lot of my guys here, I actually upgraded some of these guys to as high as I could get it. And then also, I got a lot of good stuff done. I still can't make the Patapon since, actually, after this episode, I will be able to. Because I searched up how to get the seeds, which is needed to make the Patapon. The next boss that we'll be facing, which will be in this episode, drops them. So it's actually not the first mission we're gonna do, but the next one is a boss. So, but I upgrade quite a lot. And also, I will say this. Fuck the Pottergate! I'm just gonna go on for a little rant here. I despise this game mode. Only because it's so badly designed. So I tried to go through this. I tried to go and beat some of the eggs to get some of the masks that I want. I don't want to get all of them because some of the masks aren't something I can use at all. Like some of them like resist ice or something, and not really something. So I just want to go through some of them that I knew could get good materials. So I just searched online, found out which mask I could get from which eggs, and then I tried one of them, which was the Garuru egg. We did fight Goruru before, and apparently we got the Garuru egg. So Garuru is the last boss of the previous game. So I fought against him several times. Only got past him once. And I legit couldn't do anything about it. There was a little thing which I learned about this game. I don't know if it's only in Patapon. I haven't experienced it anywhere else. But you know that little skull that comes next to the fever mode thing at the side over there far away? That thing is pure random. Nothing you do activates it. Nothing you do deactivates it. Basically, that thing can randomly appear and randomly make your combo disappear. I know this because while I was in the Patapon, I did a perfect combo, getting the exact hits to get just the perfect fear mode to activate the hero mode, which is essential in Patapon and so difficult to actually do. I got the skull there anyway. Then I did a perfect combo again. A perfect one. It still got me out of the combo. That's why I know it's random. There's nothing you can do to help. Otherwise, that thing is just designed in a way that doesn't make any sense. Like, you have to do a specific combo or something for it not to work. Or if you do the exact same combo, it fails or something. I had no idea. No matter what, I will consider it not perfectly, completely random. Anyway, one thing I also did is I fought the bird boss, which I think I showed. No, I didn't. I didn't show it. That was the one I skipped in, not the last episode, but the one before. I fought it again a couple times because I found out that you get the last minigame out of him. So here I have Raw Gashapon, which gives me something that I think is worth more than any of the others. So this guy, I'm going to do a level 3 because that gives the highest level of it. This guy gives soups. I will explain how this works perfectly afterwards. You can just look and see how this goes for now. Let's see. Perfect. Good. I wasn't quite sure whether or not I got perfect there, because I had once where I did it kind of where I hit all the food and it got in the what's it called? Cauldron. That was the name. For some reason I want to say urn. I knew that's not the right word. I got all the food in the cauldron, and yet I still didn't get a perfect. If it gives you that animation, it's a perfect. Getting a perfect on any of them, well, the last one, gives you a level 5 soup. Now, I actually quickly want to tell what these does, because this is a little bit different than the others. So, just a moment, and let me just look it up, so I can give the exact things. Okay, so I have the list up here. And they are not soups, they are stews. Small difference, whatever. So, level 1 stew, which is a knowledge stew, increases all Patapons' HP by 20. I will show you how to use these afterwards. They are one-time use each, by the way. A level 2 stew. Oh, by the way, to get a level 1 stew, you just need to fail the minigame and do 3 or more mistakes. Don't make way too many mistakes, otherwise it doesn't give you any. But if you make 3 or more mistakes on any level, you get level 1. Make 1 or 2 mistakes on any level, and you get the tasty stew, which increases HP by 40, damage increased by 1, resist knockback increased, and resist stagger increased. A level 3 stew, which you can get by completing level 1 here perfectly. It's a king stew, which increases HP by 60, damage increased by 2, critical rate increased by 10%, resist knockback increased by 10%, resist stagger increased by 10%. The divine stew, which you get by completing doing a perfect level 2. HP, which the divine stew, yeah, level 4, or tier 4 rather. HP increased by level let's try that again. HP increased by 100, damage increased by 5, critical increase by 20%, knockback increased by 10%, stagger increased by 10%, resist knockback and resist stagger increased by 10%, and ignite increased. And that means that your attacks have a chance to ignite. And the last one, which is the demon stew, which I got here by completing level 3 perfectly. Tier 5 stew, demon stew. HP increased by 150. Damage increased by 8. Stagger increased by 20%. Ignite increased by 20%. Freeze increased by 20%. And sleep increased by 20%. Basically, if you can, get the tier 5 stew. There's no reason not to get it. Anyway, I've been in this for a bit too long, so I should just continue, otherwise I won't even get to the boss. So, here are my upgraded guys. I also got some more weapons. Oh, I should probably update here. I had the 3 elementals on this guy. So I like, so I said in previous episode, I like to use these guys now because I noticed that they deal AoE damage and also does more, has a chance of dealing damage twice per hit. And also they can shoot the little small words that does damage there instead. And I like to use my Toripon because they avoid attacks easier, though funny enough they die as the first one still. But and they also do great damage and get next to the enemy very fast. And also some more range stuff. I like doing range. And up here, now we can get up here once we have stews. I'm just gonna do a level 2 stew. And I don't care about any of the what's it called, the miracles. So let's just move out. Oh, and I want to show one thing. Because the Patapon, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I've decided to just go around it by saying that I cheated. But I'm not gonna cheat in the way that I'm just gonna take whatever mask I want. I have unlocked the cheat that gives me every single mask. What I'm going to do is I will only use the mask if I have the egg for it. So, for example, a lot of these masks you see here, I don't have the egg for it yet. So I will not use it. And a lot of these aren't really that good either. I'm using the Sutatano because it makes me faster. Which, if you have seen if you notice a little bit when I use the Patapon, his special ability, he goes further slow. And this thing makes him just go straight to the enemy without even waiting. So that's why I use it. He gets a little bit less health than before, but that's really it. And also I used a level 10 normal Patapon, which just is very strong. So that's it. And let me actually get into the stage before I make you guys wait more. Alright, so this is actually a special stage. It's unique that there's actually a mechanic you have to do for this work. Okay, keep quiet. Move forward without making a sound. And they literally mean it. I failed this mission so many times because doing a combo sets up makes a lot of noise apparently, which means this next bit is impossible. It's probably possible. Actually, no, it's not possible. You will see this in a moment. But you get close enough up here, hiding, then the camera will move over to these guys. This is ridiculous. What do we have to fear from mere Patapons? Norman, don't say that. Don't forget what old Hukumon said. We are just envoys. Hey now, Keeman, I've asked you not to call me old. We know that the Patapons are stupid, but what I'm worried about are those Sikotons. What? Do you think they could break through such a gate? Sikotons, of course. They are bringing that giant catapult. A brilliant deduction, Keeman. Gong's soldiers should be arriving any time now. How annoying. Just in case, when it shows up, I gotta steal it. Okay. Well then, I suppose we should join you. Alright. So these guys just move back. If you try to make noise before, you will have to face those guys which are literally invincible. They cannot die. So now I'll just do this just to get my combo up so I can attack this thing without worrying a bit. But this was a bit annoying because it's not clear how you should do these things because honestly, this is a game about making noise to do commands and do stuff. And then they tell you not to make any noise. Now how do you do that then? It took me a while to finally be able to do it. So yeah. Anyway, that character up on top of the pole is a kind of special character. This is the first time we are introduced to it. And if you destroy this thing, something will happen with it. Oh. Can't even see what you're saying. That's a bit annoying. But anyway, you can attack this guy, and he has a few abilities. First of all is this sleep one. Apparently he has a gas mask. And it only affected my what are they called again? Not Patapon. Yumipons. But he has 2 different attacks. Or was it 3? I think it's 3 different attacks. One is sleep, which he did a lot there. He has an I don't even know. He or she hasn't really been told anything. Does the sleep thing again. I kind of wanted to show the other attacks you have, because I want to show it. Anyway, there we go. One of the other attacks. He summons some flames, which moves slowly towards you. It don't do that much damage, but it does flaming damage. So it would be a good idea to move and not just stand still, but not that dangerous an attack. I think he has another attack. I don't remember actually. I recalled this yesterday, so I should know. Anyway. I noticed that I probably should have gotten a different hero pawn. Because I tried to do this stage and have my guy do a lot of defense. Because I thought they were just that strong. And I couldn't beat them regularly, so I had to kind of be invincible. Didn't work, which I found out. But I didn't change back to my robot pawn, hero pawn. So, yeah. Actually, I kind of learned that they are actually called something else. Let me see if I can quickly get that up. Because I learned that these guys are actually called, well, the guys that can have masks, which you also find in the Patapon, are called something else. I don't remember what it's called, and apparently I can't find out easily. But they are actually not called a hero pawn or anything like that. I just like to call it hero pawn because it makes sense for my eyes or my ears or my brain, if you can say it like that. Anyway, actually I think I got it here. Kumopons, that's what they're called. But I don't know if the hero pawn, well, what I call hero pawn is the one. But I think it's only the CPU ones. Might be, not quite sure. Regardless, I'm still just gonna call it hero pawn because that's what sounds best for me. Anyway, we destroyed most of these things, and now that guy left. And here we have the final tent, which are always in these Karma camps. And if we destroy it, we can go further. And what weapon does this one have? They typically do have weapons. Boots! Patapon I don't even have yet. Yep, that is for those... I forgot what they're called again. Anyways, those guys that last kind of Patapon I don't have yet. But after this next stage, I have them. So, we'll have to take a look at that in the next episode. So I can finally equip them. I got some things. Boost of strength. That's what they're called. Wow. Great Hazard, return to us safely. The old Carmen who flies through the sky. It's the Carmen Chief Orman Carmen. So, the enemy boss makes his debut. The Carmens believe that Almond Carmen has lived for several hundred years. The way he acts, probably. He's not older than me. Ah. Oh, now that you mention it, I remember a moving plant attacking Patapon in the Michaku jungle. Okay, so that was a little bit more difficult than I thought, or at least it worked differently than I thought. At least I beat it. Anyway, this is the boss I was talking about, the guy that can give the thing we need. Raging Jungle Guardian. As Hasa's army marches forward, a shadow appears before him. It's Shukuru. It's Shukuru. Okay. A monster appears before them. A monster appears before them that can devour 3 Patapons at once. So this guy. First of all, I'm going to change into a different one here. Okay, so I'm gonna choose that one. Then instead of these, I'm gonna have my flying guys. And I also want my Mahopon. Or Mega, not Mahopon. I don't have Mahopon yet. I will after this boss. Can I upgrade here? Yep, I could. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. If you guys remember, there was 2 stages at the beginning that was called training something. If you complete any of the trainings 4 times, then you get either a heaven, giant, or something else kind of equipment. You can only get it once, so it's a random thing you can get. And the first one where you just go through a course, I got the heaven bird. I got something else on the other one, which I did think no, I actually never showed. Doesn't matter. Instead of using a demon stew, I'm just gonna use the taste stew. So, let's move out and actually beat this plant boss. So, 2 things I want to say to rectify anything I said before. The other equipment I was talking about was called the ancient equipment. So there's the heaven, the giant, and ancient equipment you can get out of it. And it's completely random. I just happened to get 2 heavens. Anyway, this is Shuckle. And I didn't get the reference in the the description for the stage. Shukuru. It's a Japanese Godzilla reference, because in Japanese, for them to pronounce an L sound, they do RU, which is ru, which kind of sounds like an L. I didn't really get that reference at all. It's first here when I just noticed this during editing, I got it. Anyway, this boss super damn easy, especially if you use the ignite ability on your hero pawn. Because it's a plant guy, he gets damaged by fire much more, which you see. Plus, if you get all his tentacles away, which you easily can do with fire, just look at the damage on the tentacles just by the fire alone. It's a lot, and that's just by that. And they disappear quite fast, which means they can't attack you. And there, it's dead. I didn't even have time to talk about the boss actually before I died. And we get an egg, which I'm not gonna be using at all. I wish I could. Might have to look up to see if there is a possible way I can still do the stages without them actually being completely unfair. If I can, perfect. If I can't, meh. Doesn't really matter too much. Anyway, that was that boss. Yeah. I knew it would be easy. That was just Okay. At last, we find ourselves facing the greatest enemy. Ultimate despair. What? This isn't Danganronpa? The fuck? I don't want to fight Enoshima here, thank you. The Sikutans are preparing the catapult, just as Gong ordered. This is a little hard to say, but it will still take a while, so don't stop despairing just yet. Down that Gong, he hopes so hard. Well, we are not going to get another chance like this. Alright, so we finally are able to get the sea. So next episode, we'll finally have the last kind of Patapon that's available to us. And I need to do something to my stamp because I want it here, but it keeps going over here. Which is weird. That probably sounded a little bit weird. Anyway. That's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and a comment down below and tell me what you think about it. Also consider subscribing whenever I can say it right. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!